nobody really talks about how fibroid tumors literally hijack your whole entire body, okay? Let me explain. So as fibroid starts to grow, right, because they don't just stay the same size most of the time, they grow, right? They multiply for a lot of women. As this starts to happen, they start to not only expand the uterus and cause the uterus to increase, they also start to like press on other organs, like the kidneys, for example, right? This happens a lot, or even the bladder, which is very common. This is why a lot of women have issues with frequent urination when they're dealing with fibroids. It starts to cause heavier menstrual bleeding. A lot of times irregular periods where your periods are super like, sometimes even for some women consecutive bleeding, like they're bleeding for months at a time. For some women, they may experience, their periods may come at random times. They may experience, in between bleeding. So your life becomes chaotic where you're literally planning your life around your menstrual cycle. There's so many women that have fibroids that during their heavy days, they cannot even leave their home because the bleeding is that bad, right? And then let's not even talk about the anemia, the iron infusions, the blood transfusions, right? All of these things that are occurring due to the fibroids, right? Because when fibroids occur, remember, it's a full body issue and the whole entire body starts to deteriorate. The longer you allow it to go on and you don't address it naturally, you don't get to the root cause of the issue, it will just, like I said, continue getting worse and worse and worse, right? Women that, have had fibroids several times after surgeries, they grow it back, and then come back even with more of a vengeance, right? So they start to hijack your entire life. You start to literally plan your life around your menstrual cycle, plan your life around your fibroids. And then there's the bloating, right? The fibroid belly, the hard bloating that makes it difficult to wear normal clothes. You have to also dress around the fibroid belly, dress around the bloating. So it can really start to hijack your entire life. That's why it's so important to not allow this become your reality and actually do the work. There's so many women that are dealing with fibroids right now that are not being able to live, that are a shell of themselves. They're not able to live their life to the fullest. And I want to say to more and more women as we approach summertime, stop allowing fibroids to hijack your life, okay? Stop allowing fibroids to hijack your life and to just take over your body, right? Because when that happens, again, you're a shell of yourself. They just take over. And your entire life becomes the fibroid, right? So I want you to powerfully understand that you have control over your body and don't allow fibroids to have control over your body. And this is why it's important to get to the root cause of your fibroids and to do the work in order to shrink and eliminate those fibroids, dissolve those fibroids. These things can be done naturally, but we have to target the root causes of why the fibroid develops, right? We have to target the root causes and not skip over that part. We have to support the organs as well that are dealing with, being overloaded, the elimination organs, while we're getting rid of fibroids, and balance the hormones. That's important because when we're dealing with fibroids, again, it's a full body issue. So it's you essentially getting your health back when you're shrinking and dissolving fibroids naturally, okay? So for those that are listening, for those that are interested in learning, how step by step also, but learning more and really diving deep into getting rid of their fibroids and learning how to do it and having a framework, a system that would take them through the entire process, I have an amazing, brand new, a 6-week womb healing self-study course, okay? We've had in the past the 6-week womb healing experience, which is a program we work with for 6 weeks. But now we have the course associated with that, right? Because I know everybody's not able to work with me. So we have the course, which is a self-study course that you take for 6 weeks and powerfully learning how to get rid of your fibroids. It has high-level training such as, dissolving your fibroid belly, to teaching you how to balance your hormones and all about the hormone hierarchy, which is important, teaching you the root causes of fibroids and so much more. We have also our 15-step process of eliminating fibroids. And this also can eliminate things like endometriosis and other reproductive health issues as well. So for those that are interested in having everything they need in a course to get rid of fibroids, fibroids and to keep it, also have it prevented from growing back, then be sure to check out our 6-week wound healing self-study course. It will not be available for long. This is literally what I teach my clients, okay? So it'll be out until May 20th. So be sure to click the link in my bio to check it out, okay?